What's going on? What's going on? Turn me up, June.
And summer nights, y'all already know.
Oh yeah, Carolina backyard, still local. What's going on?
What's good, my good people? What's
Yes,
good,
sir.
my good people? Listen, Father's Day weekend. We just enjoyed Father's Day weekend. Shout out to all the dads, all the
Yes.
real dads, the bonus dads, the step dads.
All of them.
Everybody, man. It also coincided with Juneteenth. So
Yes.
if everybody got out there and enjoyed their Juneteenth, enjoyed us being free, because that's what it's about. Somebody also told me over the Juneteenth holiday that they not celebrating Juneteenth because they wasn't no slave. So
Man,
I
listen.
kind of had to break that down in my own terms.
Oh my God! But it's come on, man. Okay,
You can't give black people nothing.
when Cinco de Mayo comes, you celebrate that.
We celebrate that shit like we Mexicans.
When 4th of July comes,
we celebrate
we
that.
celebrate that. When Lincoln's birthday comes, we celebrate that.
Labor Day, Memorial Day,
What?
Christmas. Yes.
We celebrate that.
Yes.
Martin Luther King birthday, everybody's at work.
Yes.
Juneteenth, everybody's at work.
Yes.
Oh man, that doesn't qualify. Shut the hell up. It qualifies. Let's celebrate it.
You know what I
It's
did
a
like to
national
see?
holiday.
I really had liked to see. I saw more white people celebrating Juneteenth
Most definitely, I seen it too.
with black people, which was y'all deserve.
Nobody
want to
talk about that. Nobody want to ever talk about that.
I
When white
definitely-
folks is standing up for us, man, we should salute that. Yes, we have some problems every now and then, but when it happens, when people are being supported or supportive of our culture or of our rights, we should give a clap and a standing ovation on that. So you know, when
salute to all the white folks that felt black on Juneteenth.
most definitely.
Salute to all of them. Salute to all of them.
All the
Everybody
nigga
that
lovers.
got out and wore their dashiki. all the nigga
all the
lovers.
nigga lovers. Shout outs to all y'all. Cause y'all frowned upon on y'all own race. You know what I'm saying? For God gonna just standing for us. So I mean,
Right.
yeah, y'all doing y'all thing too.
That's true. That's true. I want to give a few shout outs though, man, over this weekend. I want to shout out Jace the Reacher. Jace the Reacher was out.
Oh, man.
Performing. Big shout out to Uncle Buddha.
Jace the Reach is coming to the podcast also too, man.
Jace the Reacher, we looking forward to talking to
Most
you, man.
definitely.
Jace the Reacher is following a blueprint. I always said that about him too.
Yeah.
He is the next of our. He's one of our DMXs. I
Man,
feel like,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying.
And,
Just
nobody give. You know, we got to give him his flowers, man, because he's most definitely fire. And I don't think people really realize how
because
fire
of what
he
he's
is.
talking about.
Right,
Because
right.
of what he's talking about.
Man.
Because of what he's talking about. He's
lyrically, my
inviting
God.
God into your life.
Yes.
He's using hip hop to do it. And that is not the way. That's not the wave right
not.
now.
It's
So,
not the wave.
you know, for those of us who are on demon time all the
Yeah.
time, of course we're not gonna, you know, we don't want to hear that. But Jace the Reacher is the one who's delivering the message in his music. He has substance. He is consistent. And one thing about Jace the Reacher is he's not afraid of who he is right now.
No, he's
He'll
not.
go on the stage. It could be anywhere from 2 people to 50 people. Jace the Reacher is up on stage. He's being himself and he's performing. And he's delivering a message while he's doing it. So
Yeah.
big shout out to Jace the Reacher. We definitely looking forward to sitting with you. I know he sat with, he was over there, Big Motion Podcast.
Oh, yeah, shout out.
He did a real good interview over there. So I'm looking forward to sitting with him and talking to him and just picking his brain, man. Seeing
Oh yeah, man. I know it'll be.
seeing the evolution of Jace the Reacher.
And you know, and one thing I really want to talk to him about, and we was talking not too long ago, and I was saying, you know, you've done your time, he's done his time,
Right.
You know, and it's no secret. And me, I've never done any time, but
Right.
you know, except for like, you know, a couple days here and something like that.
Right.
But it's good to have a whole spectrum of how people react to things and how it affects you.
True.
And how can we evolve as a community in a better way? And what's some things that can be changed in, you know, in the prison systems and all kind of stuff like that, you know?
You know what's crazy is that it's crazy that you say that, because when you say, like, you know, I never did time, you know, I never been in prison and stuff like that, and it's crazy because those of us who have been in there and have lost some of our prime,
Yeah.
you know, we've never had a chance to be families for, you know, like a dad of 5, a dad of 6, and you know, just holding it down to forward and being able to be home for those years.
See, that's why I'm saying it's a open experience. It's something that I've never experienced. It's something you've never experienced. But we can kind of meet in the middle.
That's what brings us together. Yeah,
you know, because there's some pros and cons to both of them. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of people that's out here in these streets that ain't coming back now because they've been out here in these streets too long. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
And then it's like being where you was at, you know, is almost a safe zone sometimes when it comes to like
man, jail, prison saved my life. I say that a lot, and that's I mean, I don't know if Jay DeRicha can relate, but I know for sure that he has spoken about his story. He has put a story out there, and prison is a part of his saving too. You know, God played a big part, but at the same time, sometimes you have to be sat down in order to, you know, it's like a self thing. Like, you know, you go through that self changes, you start dealing with these foreign feelings. It comes with maturity. It comes with time, because when you're in it, you don't see it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I will say that prison changed my life. You know, I lost a lot of people that when I was away, but prison definitely changed my life because it changed my way of thinking. It changed the things that turned me on before I went there. It changed the things that they don't turn me on like that now. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean, man, that's definitely a topic that we're going to get into. It's a topic,
and we do need to talk about that type of stuff, man.
I want to give some shout outs now. If you don't mind, you know, Backyard Bar and Grill is back.
I see that.
This Thursday. Big shout out to Backyard Bar and Grill.
There's some changes though.
Big changes. Big changes.
Talk
big
about
shout out to Corey. Big shout out to everybody that's involved with Backyard Bar and Grill. Big shout out to the hands that help put the renovation together to bring it back. That's right. So we have to give, whether they were Mexicans, whether they were black, whether whoever they were that helped with the renovations to bring it back, because I saw that Corey did a live and it really looks good in there. I also saw the kitchen. It really looks good in there. So big shout out to those who really brought that back together. And we have to be mindful that it's a business. That is someone's business.
It is somebody's business.
Someone's business. Someone is feeding their family. There's a lot of families getting fed off of that.
Right. The business is something that they're trying to hold on to. So when we get people that don't care about the business that comes in there and acts a fool, then when the people come in there and shut it down, you haven't just shut down the club. You shut down the business that was somebody's a livelihood, something that they was eating off of, you know. So really we need to be mindful of that.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
It's just important, because that's why the changes are changing this time. You know, because a lot of how many clubs?
Well, let's go over some of the changes now.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Big shout out to Backyard Bar and Grill. Okay, so they released a song that says "Banned." The song is called "Banned." BANNED. If you want to go on YouTube and look up the Backyard Bar and Grill song, the song is called "Banned." So it's some of the things that you can do to get yourself banned from the Backyard Bar and Grill. So number one is smoking.
Can't smoke in it.
If you get caught smoking, if you're with the person that's smoking, you're banned. You're banned. If you're throwing up gang signs, if you say hi to somebody and it looks like a gang sign, you're banned.
Damn.
If you're with them, you're banned. Ooh. If your pants are sagging a little too low for the bros, a little too low for the bros, you're banned.
You're banned.
If you came with them, you're banned. If you're arguing there, you're banned. If you order food and don't pay, you're banned.
You're banned.
There's no one you can call for help. No one's gonna intercede for you. I also feel like this is. We're not going to talk about hindsight, because hindsight is 2020. We all know that.
This is 2020.
But I feel like these are rules, even if they don't stick.
They need to. And
which we need
to hold accountability for it. And see, the problem is we always let it go because we try to let it go for our people, and it doesn't work. It always folds. Every time we let it go, every time we let it slide, bam, there it is. Somebody takes it too far, and then bam, we're back at square one. Yep. Gotta hold those rules, and they're there for a reason. They're here for you and us to enjoy ourselves, have a good time, and then we can all go home safe. And That's what it's all about.
So the grand opening is this Thursday on Be There or Be Square. The kitchen will be wide open. I think DJ Pay Me will be on the ones and twos. And once again, Backyard Bar and Grill is back open.
Congratulations.
No smoking in the building whatsoever.
Congratulations. We want to give a
big shout out to Backyard Bar and Grill.
Y'all for doing that. Because we need it, man. We don't have no clubs out here, man. Everything's being shut down because of who? Because of who?
Us. Now that's, and I'm so happy that you said that, June, because yes, we do salute the Backyard Bar and Grill being back open. We do not salute the bullshit that's gonna come with it, even though we know that bullshit comes with everything that we do. Yes, we do.
We love our people. Dearly. Shout outs to our people. We love you.
Juneteenth has just Juneteenth is all this week, and we're gonna make Carolina Backyard Juneteenth all this week.
Emancipation Proclamation, right? Doggone Lincoln freeing the slaves with that doggone signed bill. That, what was it? Texas was the last to know.
Texas was the last to know.
Texas was the last to know.
The last to let up off our necks.
Yeah, well, they knew, but the slaves didn't know,
right?
And because they had to fight to get through there. And they had to basically take it by force, and they freed the rest of the slaves.
That's true,
and that's why it's so important to celebrate something that is part of the culture that some of y'all just choose and refuse to uphold.
That's true.
So
before we move off this topic, if you need to bring a firearm, stay home. If you need to keep it in your car, stay home.
Just stay home.
If you need to, if you have a problem with somebody and you're waiting to see them at the Backyard Bar and Grill, stay home.
Go to your mama's house or something like that.
Right. If you're not feeling right and you just feeling like it's not your night, if anybody say anything wrong to you,
why bringing around everybody else?
Stop bringing the guns to your grandma's birthday party.
But you bringing it. You don't want you don't want to bring it to your grandma's birthday party, but you want to bring it to somebody else's. You don't want to bring it to grandma,
right?
But his grandma, we don't know her, so it don't matter.
Yeah,
but
it might be ops over there.
Come on,
it might be ops over there.
Just because they ain't your people don't mean they ain't nobody else's people. Come on, man. Let's talk to him, man.
It might be ops at grandma's 80th birthday party. We just don't know at this time. But once again, man, if you're feeling any type of way, if the night is just not going right for you, stay your ass home.
Just
stay your ass home.
It's time to go.
Let black people drink responsibly. Let us party. Let them twerk. Let them do whatever they gonna do.
Enjoy.
Do it in peace. Enjoy, man. We don't have much longer. Each day we wake up.
The crazy thing is, have you ever been to a barbecue where there was no fighting?
Actually, I have.
Yeah, me too.
Actually, I have.
I guess that was a trick question because I've been to plenty of them.
Plenty, yeah.
I've been to plenty of black barbecues and events.
And they were fun. They were so much fun.
Man, we was just having a ball.
The ones that I've been to where there were fights, the barbecue ended early. I didn't get my food. And the food probably got turned over.
So this can happen in the black community.
True.
That's kind of what
it's happening now.
It's happening.
You spoke about this before. You got black people, you got niggers. You know what I'm saying? So this does happen with black people. Black people do know how to have a good time.
We enjoy ourselves.
And then you have the niggers.
Oh, man.
The niggers come out.
Oh, man. And he can't. And it's kind of hard because we want to doggone keep everybody in the circle, but it's starting. We're starting to separate each other. We're starting to say, you know what? We're part of this side, and it's almost like a civil war within our own culture.
It's true
that we have black people that are really in tune with
like
each other, like a civil war.
Y'all heard that?
That's crazy.
That's yeah. When you really look at it like that,
because we really want to enjoy each other. And we want to talk, and we want to communicate, and we want to love each other, and we want to doggone spread the love, and we want to spread the doggone fantasticness of black beauty. And then you got the niggas.
Got the niggas.
And
damn those niggas.
And those boy.
Damn those niggas.
Those niggas.
Damn those niggas. I said this before. We need to take the internet away for at least 5 years. Man. And I do want to give the roses to everyone who deserves them. I want to give roses to Uncle Buddha. Yes, I want to give roses to everyone who has something positive going on throughout this Father's Day weekend. Just period. You know, Levy Park was lit up with a bunch of positive things going on out there in Florence. We had Columbia Ranchero Drive was lit up where they was doing community barbecues. Even this weekend, man, this weekend coming, it's a big thing in the community where everyone is giving back. I see even in Sumter, South Carolina, they're doing a cook-off. I see where you know, just a lot of positive things that's going on right now. Yeah. And I feel like this is what we need. Now, do we discriminate against the niggers? Or do we try to
uplift and try to find out how we can resolve or build that bridge a little bit tighter?
Right.
Most definitely, we talking about it. We laughing about it, but it's a serious topic that we do love y'all.
It really is.
We love all of y'all, and we want to work it out. We just don't want to keep seeing our people die. That's just the point. We don't want to keep seeing our people die, and we don't want to see our people keep on losing out here and looking bad out here, because it's too many of us that are good to be represented improperly.
It really is.
You know,
rest in peace to everybody we lost this year, man. Condolences to all the families that's still dealing with losses, because you never get over it. You just learn how to live with it.
You do.
Especially for the unnecessary losses that we took this year. We took a few unnecessary losses this year. One of them are the reason why Brewers is shut down right now. I believe they lost their liquor license. You ride by there, it's vacant. Yeah. It's vacant,
and that's unfortunate because those were jobs. Those were jobs that people had, and that was a business that someone had that is no longer here. And here it is. Like including me, I'm trying to doggone. I really wanted to get my studio out there downtown, in the downtown area. But even though I had the opportunity, I was speaking with him. But I really do believe that it had to do with race. I believe it had to do with what I was trying to bring to the table and the type of environment that I was bringing it to. And they're building. Them white folks is building, and there's nothing wrong with them building. But we trying to build also, and we have such a bad stigma that they don't want to invite us.
At this point, do you blame them?
That's the point. You want to blame them, but can you? You know what, I know, man, if I brought a studio there, which is cool. I know me. I don't have too much of a drama in my style. I try to keep it respectful, but it only takes one, and I can't promise that. I can't promise that somebody's not gonna lose their cool or ride up there and I act a fool sometime. And and I want to promise that y'all ain't gotta worry about me. Y'all ain't gotta worry about me. I want to tell them that, but can I really be sure?
No. I especially, man. We just went through what's this, 2023. In the past 10 years, man, we went through hell behind this music.
Yeah, most definitely.
And I feel like first, let's just address the elephant in the room. Our music has become, rest in peace to Miss Dolores Tucker. Those of you who don't know who Miss Dolores C. Tucker is.
Talk about it, because we about to get kind of deep on this.
Okay, Miss Dolores Tucker is an activist. I call her an activist, but at the time, in the beginning of hip hop, when hip hop started to use the words bitches, and hip hop began to say fuck the police, and NWA and Tupac and all of that first came about, and all of the young hip hop artists were expressing themselves. Miss Dolores Tucker was the one who was saying that these hip hop lyrics are gonna change in the future, and it's gonna cause us to kill each other. Now, at that time when she was coming out, which was the early 90s when she was coming out,
what you were saying.
Yes, they were trying to say that she was just basically trying to boycott hip hop within itself. When she was trying to use the lyrics as bitch, you couldn't say bitch. She was trying to take certain lyrics in hip hop and make it so that it was against the law, so that when you use these lyrics, you'll be sued. So you can't say bitch, you couldn't say kill, you couldn't use violent lyrics against one each other. Right. So she was trying to use these certain words, and she actually made it all the way to Congress. She made it all the way to Congress with this bill, trying to get this bill passed. And this was during the time when Jesse Jackson was also trying to be the president of the United States. This is why Tupac did an interview, and he said he can't believe Jesse Jackson was going against anybody in hip hop because they all was there to support him. But we also got to be mindful of, at this time when hip hop was being, like when these words and stuff were being said, we wasn't using it against each other.
We weren't.
You know, we were talking about what was going on, and we wasn't using it against each other.
Nah.
The minute we started using it against each other, Miss C. Excuse me, Miss C. Dolores Tucker words came true, and this is what you have now. Op music, Demon Time. We have the graveyard filled up. We have the jailhouse being packed solely because of the hip hop, and I feel like 70% of it is behind hip hop lyrics. Whether you're dissing somebody, whether you did an interview and went and rapped about it, I feel like this op music has developed what do you call it? Like a systematic type of vibe, whereas though you see how slaves trained themselves after a time. I feel like the music has trained itself to be op music.
I'm starting to notice, especially in this new generation of this new youth, they are recognizing that hip hop is a problem, and they are recognizing, not all of them, but there are some, because I was listening to a segment, and they were talking about hip hop, and the algorithm for hip hop is actually decreasing. Country music and pop music and stuff like that are actually increasing, and hip hop is actually decreasing. And they was asking like, well, why is that? And it's really because of the negative vibes that you're getting, all of the hatred that's been kind of growing with it, and people are starting to frown upon it. Not just our own people, but just corporations and everything. They just kind of just like, I don't know if I want to kind of like support this anymore, you know, because it's like the hype is gone, and now it's just a lot of people just killing each other for no reason. And and the young black kids that are doing music are starting to notice this. I don't know if you notice, but people like Tim's and Her, and people like I don't even know all their names, but they're more like earth tone artists. They kind of bring back that Amory, Lauryn Hill, that Erykah Badu vibes, India Irie vibes, stuff like that.
Is it actually hip hop, or is it the drill phase that actually
it's just
took on its own life? It's like, is it hip hop, or is it the ones we put in? Is it actually hip hop, or is it the ones that are frontlining hip hop?
I mean, you can't go to the club without listening to these derogative songs. And I mean, yes, I'm older, so of course I'm gonna say derogative
music.
I love
music.
But I mean, but I don't want to go to the club and listen to nothing too positive neither. But it's like playing Monopoly. If you play Monopoly the regular way, if you've grown up playing Monopoly the regular way, it would be fun to you. But if you grew up playing Monopoly with doggone free parking, and you can get the cash and all the different rules that you can do, instead of you getting 1,500, you get like or 2,500, you get like 5,000 or whatever, or more. You know, that's how you start off with the game. Or as soon as you land on it, you can get it instead of crossing the board one time. Like we got all these different rules that we added on to doggone Monopoly. So then, now when you revert back to playing it the regular way, it's boring. And that's kind of where I think that's where it's like.
Think so?
I think just the way the simplified version of enjoying yourself has become so boring, because we've let so much sin and so much hatred and vain into our culture to the point where it's just not entertaining to be decent.
I really think that the evolution of hip hop has, first of all, we have to take accountability because we come before the generation before us. We just have to be real about that.
Yeah.
And we had the Little John era. We had the Boosie era where you couldn't hear a song in a club without somebody being jumped on.
Yeah.
No, not necessarily killed, but we've went through that phase where people were getting smashed out in the club left and right. Depending on the crunk music that was being played.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like we do play a part
504 Boys
in that what's happening now. But I feel like right now hip hop has been used as an excuse to take it too far.
Right.
Along with the internet, because the things that you feel and the things that you say, man, the things that you can put in a song and the things that you can put on the internet, you might not feel that way tomorrow, but it's already done. You know, you've already marked, it's already etched in stone where.
Yeah. And then not only that, but I feel like, you know, every generation has the same potholes, the same fall pits. It's the same ones. They sound different, but they are the same pits. Like I said, in our generation, the corruption was coming from like, get on my level, ho. Right. You know, and bitch, you know. Right. We was really like feeling the vibe on them shits. Like those songs did something to us when we were young, and we was ready to tear.
We went from that to shooting a music video at your gravesite. Where is
it's evolving.
Right. Drastically.
It's evolving, but just like how you have WAP. Okay. You had doggone with Lil Kim. Eat my pussy, right?
Right. The hardcore album.
The hardcore album.
Yeah, shout out to Lil Kim.
Yeah, shout out to Lil Kim. I forgot.
The hardcore album, for sure.
I can't get the damn name in my head. Anyway, but yeah, that song, that was literally
Don't Want D Tonight.
Yeah.
Right.
Eat my pussy, right? Yeah.
Right. And before that, you had Freak Nick, you had Adina.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dina Howard. Right. You're right. You're right.
Yeah,
it has evolved.
The same, but it was the same plot holes, though. It was the same.
It's true.
Same stuff.
And, okay, that's true. So okay. It is in a sense. I feel like we took it and we're making it our reality. We took it and we made it our reality. Okay, so I'm gonna use this scenario, and then I'm gonna go back to what I initially wanted to talk about when it came to this. Okay, have you seen a video with Sukiana and NLE? And she was basically on her knees. They were on their knees, and he was walking them like dogs or whatever. It was
yeah.
Okay, now did you see the recent thing that hit the internet where Sukiana was? I think she was commentary at a celebrity basketball game, and YK Osiris came and was trying to kiss her in the mouth and stuff like that. Did you see that?
Did she let him?
No. Okay. She was kind of like ducking away, but he was like pushing himself on her to kiss her in the mouth and stuff like that. And after that, you know, the internet went crazy on him. You know, so he put out a public apology to her, saying that, you know, that's not really him. He just got caught up in the moment. Yeah. He's young. He made a mistake. But what I'm saying about this is, you're doing a song about eating niggas' ass, right? Yeah. You're on your knees in a song with dog leashes on. It's a man walking you and your girlfriend like dogs. And then you got this young boy running up trying to kiss you on camera. And you're a victim. Which listen, let me tell y'all, let's get this out the way. She has every right. He does not have any right. Right. To run up and try to kiss her in her mouth.
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't have any right to do this.
That's just because is projecting that aura. Right. Doesn't give you the green light. Right. To do anything to her.
Right. That's like saying, you know, you got what you deserve because you had on a small dress. You know, you shouldn't have wore that dress to the club. That's why they attacked you.
You can't get mad at someone that is trying to take an opportunity that he deems to be easy because of what he's seen you being.
Right, because he feel like you're like that. He feel like this is what you like.
This is what you projected to me. Right. So I'm in my mind, I'm thinking this is how you really are. So when I see you, the first thing I want to do is just kind of be that freaky nigga that you keep talking about. and you don't like it, and it's like, but I'm trying to do this because I think that's the type of guys you like.
Not only that, I see you in videos getting walked like a dog. You actually have on a dog leash. You're on your hands and knees. You're being walked like a dog. So, is this the type of woman that I see
you want
her?
To be smutted
I
out.
want to respect her.
I'm thinking. I think I should. I think I should treat you like a smut.
I think that's what she likes.
I think that's what you like. Yeah. But no, that's just the image that I'm trying to portray.
Right.
And it's kind of confusing to
so it's crazy. She was crying. She was crying about the whole situation. She really felt violated. But I was kind of on the edge about the whole thing because it's almost like
it's a two-edged sword. But
you know, is it okay? Is it okay to say? Is it okay to call him? Is he the aggressor?
He was an aggressor in that particular situation. And yes, he was wrong in that situation.
Right.
But he was caught in the hype. And I don't believe that is the type of person he is. I think he just got caught in the moment that he felt bad that he did. You know, just like if you tried to holler at a chick and you was like, damn, she bad, and you hit her in the inbox and you're like, oh shit. Right. Like I was tripping. Listen, I was tripping. You know what I'm saying? Like, true. I mean, I've done that. I mean, you know what? I'm tripping. True. Like I ain't. That's not even me. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like, nah. It's just, it was a time and moment. But you know, for him, because he's older, well, because he's in the public eye, you know, it's just 10 times more. It's 10 times magnified. Yeah. So his mistake is gonna carry on way longer than somebody that's not really, you know, it's just a local. So.
Now, on top of that, now we got that one out the way. Not too long ago, we had an artist called was it Fulio? Fulio, we
that was at the Backyard Bar and Grill?
It was at the Backyard Bar and Grill.
And they got
somehow they wound up booking him and they got into a fight. Now before that, Fulio, he's an artist from Jacksonville, Florida.
Yep.
Fulio was doing a video, and he did a video on his op's grave. So whoever he was going through it with,
going through
it with someone.
That's very distasteful.
So now they used the video as the promo flyer for the invitation to Backyard Bar and Grill. So when they were promoting that he was coming to the Backyard Bar and Grill, they was using the video that he actually was. You know, the video of him being at the grave, they was using it. Hey, Fulio was coming to Backyard Bar and Grill, and it was the video of him at the grave where he was rapping on his op's grave. Now they booked him, right?
Yeah,
they booked him to come to Sumter. He came to Sumter.
I remember.
Somehow something transpired where it was a big fight and he was attacked. Or I don't really know what happened, but. Is that the same thing? Do we say because he was doing all of that in the video?
Yeah.
When we see him, is he a nice guy? Do we look at him like?
That's what I'm saying.
Do we show him
it's
respect?
The portray. It's you portraying an image, and then when people take that image at face value and try you, and then you happen to not be that guy. That we all think that you are, then for like hip hoppers, that's the reason why a lot of hip hop people get killed. That's the reason why they get their chain snatched, and that's the reason why we're in such a problem, because it doesn't just happen to women. It doesn't just happen to Suki, but it happens to fellas way more. When they portray that image that they gangster, and then the gangsters try him, you can't. This is the thing that want to get biblical for me, like, you know, don't take the mark of the beast nor his image. But anyway, I'm not gonna go through. But
I mean, listen, we gotta call a spade.
I'm just saying, you can't glorify the prostitute, but you don't want to be a prostitute, but you like her attention that she's getting, so you dress up like the prostitute because you want the image of her, you want to look like her, but you just don't want the title.
Right.
So you don't want the title because you don't want to actually be a prostitute, but you do want to take on her image. Same way with a dope boy. You don't want to be a dope boy, but you kind of want to take on his image and be the image of a dope boy. You want to dress like him. You want to act like him. You want to take on that whole persona. But when people see you for who you are, or if they see a girl that dressing like a prostitute, how is he supposed to determine which one is the prostitute and which one is the honest person when y'all both dressing the same? So it's just like you have to pick and choose on how you want to represent yourself. And most people just need to be mindful what you wear, what you say, how you present yourself is how people look at you. That's how the world look at you. That's how other states, how other countries look at us. That's the reason why we need real leaders in the White House and stuff like that, so that world leaders can see who represents America and say, okay, these are honorable people. You can't just have fools or people that just want to act clowns. You know what I'm saying? Like so it's just important how we take on our image. It's true. How we present ourselves.
True, because I always felt like, the world leaders actually look this low into the ghetto to help us solve our problems. I think that's what, you know what, it's just really hard right now dealing with everything that comes against the positive part of what we're trying to do. This is a good topic too, man. Feel free to go down to the comment section and interact with us. I feel like, it's just so we're working against so much, man. Yeah. Because in one token, it's like I could do all this stuff. I could be on Demon Time, you know what I'm saying? It's not real. Nah. And then when we go out there, people treat us as such, like it's real. Do we say then like, what, what? This was just fake. I was just doing this because it was music. Right. And then on the other spectrum, on the other side of the token, it's like, you're not living what you rap. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, you gotta be careful. You're not living what you rap. You know what I'm saying? You ain't really like that. That's why we gotta be mindful. That's why I don't think none of us is really like that. No, I don't think none of us is really like that. No, I think these are things that we are just embracing as we're moving through this shit. I mean, well, when you are in a spirit away, like I said, if you're in a club and you're drinking, right, and you see nothing but females out there, you start getting turned on, you start to feel a good vibe, and you're listening to the music, and then you get into a trance. And you start to feel the vibes of the music that is playing and what it is saying. And if it's some freaky shit, you're going to do freaky things. If it's hateful, you're going to be hateful. If it's very inspirational and vibish, you're going to be vibing. So our words really do take on effect, especially once you become intoxicated, once you start getting into a vibe. So in other words, it's really frequency in the music. Yeah, but you don't notice it. You don't really notice how high the frequencies are until you're in a different state. Like if you're high or if you're drunk, then those words take on a different meaning. It's a sober person can hear a song at face value and just listen to the song. But if you're actually feeling good and you're in that mood, if you just got into a fight and you heard somebody talking about doggone op this and kill it, that makes you feel. You feel it. You in emotions right now. Right. So them words is really, really like they're vibing with me right now. I'm really like feeling every single word you're saying, and I'm like, damn right. Like that's how I want. Like, I'm about to go fucking crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, or if I'm in here with a female, we out here chilling or whatever. Next thing you know, the song comes on. Shoot, R. Kelly would have came on. If R. Kelly would have came on with some freaky ass, you better like, oh shoot, I'm about to go holler at this girl. You know what I'm saying? You vibing. You start hearing the words. You start knowing like, okay, this is exactly how I want to approach her. So those words start to take on a second meaning. Right. So they, like I said, what you say, it may not mean anything to a regular person, a regular listener, but once you take on that type of vibe, those words, they start to represent more. So should we start changing our music or should we stop? I do believe there should be laws. As far as music. I feel like
certain songs or certain musics or certain genres, there needs to be a time and place for it, and I think that we need to monetize it a different way, because like you say, it's causing people to hate each other. It's causing people to want to kill each other. It's causing people to, there's power in your words. There's power in your words.
Right.
There's power in the tongue. You know what I'm saying? So
that's true.
So
that's true. I think if we, to be honest with you, I think the music and the internet goes hand in hand for some strange reason, because the same way the music can reach you, I feel like it's the same thing as online. A lot of people pop off online before a song is created to let you know what's going on. Like a lot of us have enemies online we've never seen. We not even in the same city with them.
No, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? We got people blocked right now. I bet you a lot of us got people blocked right now that we don't even know. These people just came out of left field, whether they were being racist to us, whether they were being whatever the case may be, whether they were trolling. A lot of us have people that's blocked right now just because the internet has allowed them to do whatever oppression they wanted to oppose on us on the internet. It was allowed, so we took the time to block them, whether it was an argument, a fight, whatever it was.
Right.
I feel like the internet has also played that part to where as though, opposed to you could get into it with somebody 50 miles away when you couldn't do that before. Right. You didn't develop these enemies that we have now.
Now you ready to doggone go that 50 miles just to go see him, because you see him on a doggone live all the time, and it just makes you just
I remember when I was coming up, especially in my teens, man, in my teens, early 20s, it was nowhere in the world I had 10 enemies outside of my radius, 10-mile radius.
And then, like, if you like I said, it's internets all the time, your phones and everything. So when you leave, if you get into the car, you still seeing this person. You still can argue with them all the way until the 50 miles that you took to get there. You'll be arguing the whole time. If you didn't have a cell phone, you didn't have this, whatever. By the time y'all done argued on the phone or whatever, y'all like hang up or whatever, you can talk to your people. You're like, man, don't follow that shit up. And then you just leave it alone. It just gets dead right there before it even gets any crazy, because there's too many other entities, there's too many environments that people talking you out of the situation.
I also mentioned that before, like the things that you're mad about now, you're probably not going to be mad in 15 minutes about the same thing. But with the internet, once you already put it out there, it's out there. It's out there. You know what I mean?
And it reminds you about it. Every few minutes, it's another notification reminding you why you was mad in the first place.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so, for sure. Man,
with that said, man.
Real good. I mean, it's really good to just think about it like that. Like when you just put everything, just throw it all into one pot and see what you come out with. But I think the non-violent thing, the ending of gun violence, is just that's a beginning, and it's we need to start from there. Yeah, we need to start from stop acting this shit out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And we need to talk about these things, and that's the reason why we have this type of platform, and we would love to bring in some people and talk to y'all about how do y'all feel, or how we can change things, and how we can make this world a better place, or how we can make our community better, how we can live. You know, we talk about a lot of things, but most definitely positivity is one of them. So,
with that said, we'll be right back. Don't touch that dial. We'll be back in a while.
100.